I'm one among the ones who are very much interested in this tech related videos and mobile reviews but haven't got a chance to make a review video yet. But today I have the Poco M2 Pro with me, and so I'll be doing a detailed review of this device, whether this is actually the best value for money smartphone under Rs 15,000 or not. Hey guys, this is me Adharsh, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure you have hit the red subscribe button and the bell button besides it before we get on to today's video. And if you have done so, let's get started. So this is the Poco M2 Pro. We have a SIM ejector pin, some sample booklets, a TPU case which is of a very good quality. Then we have a mobile. I have the black color variant which has that dual tone finish. Then we have a 33 watt fast charger along with a USB to Type-C cable. The Poco M2 Pro feels quite premium in hand due to its glass back. It is protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, back and on the camera module. Though it looks similar to the Redmi Note 9 Pro or the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, it can be differentiated only by the dual tone finish on its back, which I personally like. Also, it has a P2i nano coating which makes it splash proof. At the bottom we have a 3.5mm audio jack, a Type-C port, a primary microphone and a mono firing speaker. At the right we have the fingerprint sensor embedded on the power button along with the volume rocker keys. On the top we have a secondary noise cancellation mic and an IR blaster. On the left we have the SIM slots which contains 2 SIMs and a dedicated microSD card support. So speaking about the display, the Poco M2 Pro has a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD panel with a 60Hz refresh rate. It also has a dot notch on top with an aspect ratio of 20:9, which makes video consumption to the best. And if you are into serious video consumption, then this mobile will not disappoint you. Also, the audio output is pretty decent and so no complaints. Now coming on to the software, the Poco M2 Pro runs on MIUI 11 on top of Android 10, and so you get a very clean experience on this device. Hopefully you don't find any sort of ads on this device unlike the Redmi mobiles where there are hella lot of ads. But yes, you do find some bloatwares that can still be removed. There are still a lot of Me apps that can still annoy you by pushing out random notifications, but yes, you can disable them from the settings. Also, MIUI is well customized and you can customize your mobile the way you want, like the 3-finger screenshot, double tap to screen on, etc. The haptic feedback on the Poco M2 Pro is pretty impressive when comparing it to its competitors in this price range. It has that Z-Shocker haptics and also a 120Hz touch sampling rate that provides you an immersive typing experience. Personally, I love typing on this mobile, and if you're onto buying this device, then surely all these small things will impress you. The Poco M2 Pro comes with all necessary sensors including a magnetometer which was omitted on the Motorola One Fusion Plus. Now talking about the biometrics, the mobile comes with a physical fingerprint scanner embedded on the power button, and it is very fast and reliable to unlock the mobile. Also, it has support for facial recognition which unlocks the mobile within a jiffy. The Poco M2 Pro comes with a quad rear camera setup with a 48 megapixel primary shooter, which is Samsung's ISOCELL Bright GM2 sensor with an aperture value of f1.8. The secondary shooter is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 5 megapixel macro shooter and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front we have a 16 megapixel punch hole camera with an aperture value of f1.8. The photos shot of the daylight comes out with ample amount of details and better dynamic range, but I felt that the blues are a bit oversaturated. Anyways, these photos are well enough for sharing on social media sites. The portraits too come out pretty decent with a decent background blur and a proper edge deduction. The secondary ultra-wide angle camera also seems to perform pretty decent by capturing a better dynamic range with proper color accuracy. Finally, the macro lens surprised me. Not that it captures better details, it also allows you to shoot videos using the macro lens.
So this is a sample of Poco M2 Pro's 1080p 30fps. Check how the stabilization is.
You can also shoot videos at 4K 30fps, but you don't get any sort of electronic image stabilization over there. The 16 megapixel front camera also shoots decent selfies, but I feel some sort of beautifications going on.
So this is a sample of Poco M2 Pro's front facing camera. You can see how stable the footage is. I'm shooting this in 1080p 30fps. You also have an option to shoot it at 720p 30fps. Do let me know in the comment section below what you feel about the front facing camera.
You also have an option to shoot videos in slow motion using both the rear and the front facing cameras. I've shot this using the rear facing camera's 960 fps. Something that I forgot to mention is that the Poco M2 Pro allows you to shoot videos using the Pro mode, which is something you don't get in this price range except its twin, the Redmi Note 9 Pro. The performance on the Poco M2 Pro is simply top notch. It has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G SoC, which is built on 8nm technology and is powered by Adreno 618 GPU, and so all your day-to-day tasks will be super smooth. It has 4 or 6 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM and is supported by 64 or 128 GB of UFS 2.1 storage option. Gaming on this device is simply awesome. Take a look at it yourself. The Poco M2 Pro comes with a massive 5000 mAh battery that lasted me for a day and a half. It also comes pre-bundled with a 33-watt fast charger that can charge a mobile from 0 to 100 within an hour and a half, which is something great. So this was the detailed review of the Poco M2 Pro, and if you're on to buying a smartphone under Rs 15,000 which offers best value for money, then this Poco M2 Pro is the right pick for you. But with these all anti-Chinese sentiments going around, if you're not into buying a Chinese smartphone, then I won't recommend this mobile for you. But for all others, the Poco M2 Pro is the right pick. Also, if you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe onto my channel. And if you want any other videos related to this Poco M2 Pro, please let me know in the comment section below. Until we meet in the next video, this is me Adharsh signing off. Cheers, bye bye.